We are continuing on my final review series, and today we're checking out Lithuania. It's Katarsis singing Tavo Akys. We're going to check out their performance from the grand final, what went right, what went wrong, and what we could see from Lithuania next year. So, let's kiki. Hi, my name is Tom. I'm an Irish Eurovision analyst, and you can find all of this stuff on my Eurovision channel. Apologies for my voice. I'm sick right now. I've pumped myself full of pills to get through this video. I've been in bed the last couple of days, but I want to keep up my uploading frequency. So hopefully I'll be better tomorrow and I can film my next old Eurovision episode. I obviously need to be better for that. Okay, this is Katarsis. I'll leave as much of the original audio and visuals in as I'm allowed. The original will be up on my Patreon. Wanna know my secret bang? Ooh, I haven't seen this since the final. The whole song written all by Lukas, the lead singer. Really, really beautiful beginning. I've spoken a lot about people setting the mood at the start, and this is really, really different. The black and white, the lack of color, the very moody lighting on him. It sets the tone really, really early that this is going to be something different musically from everybody else, which it is. Lovely smoke there, and we see this kind of like very faded read, so it's like apocalyptic or it's after a disaster or something. Really nice slow pan. There's loads of really lovely pans and there's no like quick cuts yet, but this really, really smooth zooming out on him gives this real tranquilized feel to the show. That first 20 seconds was just a panning out. Really cool, really atmospheric. Now we're cutting to the other members of the band. One of the best vocalists this year, I think, really, really underrated. I'm trying to think who was a better male vocalist than Lukas this year. No one jumps to mind. This is a real lovely calmness to this. It's sinister, it's severe, it's very serious, but because of that, it's very heartfelt as well. This is actually my favorite part of the song. This is one of the songs I still listen to. I love the first half of this. I do like the ending. I don't like it as much, but the opening, like first 2/3, first half is really fabulous. Okay, a little bit of a change up now. He's coming a little bit more into the camera, getting some contact, building some connection, and we get this destroyed house in the background as well. It is giving some like computer game vibes, like computer game graphics of like a PS5 game. And this is risky now because this is one of the longest sustained eye contacts that we had this year. You know, we had some of that with Switzerland as well, but this is like really looking into your soul long term. There's no like looking away. It's meant to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, which is really fitting in with the song as well. Here's another example. So this is one of the themes of this staging is these long camera cuts. So we had that long pan out at the beginning. Now we have this long focus on Lukas, just him and this background. And the lighting's changing now. You can see we've gone from kind of a white now into this flashing between night and day. And that's going in with the drum as well. First climax, and we get a beautiful pan out now, show the whole scene, and we get this change up a little bit into a blue. There's not too much color in this staging, it's mostly black and white, but we do have these like muted blues in it as well. And the wind machine, best Eurovision wind machine of all time. Fight me on it. Fight me in the comments. There's no better wind machine than this one. Amazing vocals again. And this is like the wow bit for me. Absolutely love this. Again, it's a slow pan in. Just check this out. It's fabulous. The intensity of the wind machine His eyes boring into you as well, and his blue eyes with the blue background, absolutely stunning. That is one of my favorite. I think it's only 10 seconds, is it? So it's only 11 seconds, but it's really, really, really intense. I love it. It just feels so different from everyone else. Super authentic to the song and the band. This feels like a staging that has been done with them in mind. I think they really consulted them on every single aspect, made sure that it fit with the song, that they were comfortable with it. There's nothing too over the top or showy. It's very authentic and raw. I love these slow camera pans in and out. And that 11 seconds panning into Lucas is one of my wow moments of the entire 2025 season. I love it. No gimmicks, no expensive anything. It is just an intensity that matches the song, plus the intensity of a great performer in Lucas. And we get some of these like big wider eye pans now as well, kind of getting more of the arena, whereas at the start we were more up close. I don't remember how this ends now. Oh, actually, that's kind of a new thing now with this like kind of flickering aqua light on him. And actually, you're getting a little bit of that cathedral feel. In case you don't know, I did a review of the cathedral video, which was the like orchestral version. Getting a little bit of that now with the way the lights are. It does feel like they're in like a big deserted church. Nice camera cuts there as well. Into same LEDs that they had for Eurovision.lt. One of the things their national panel did really well this year was presenting pretty much complete packages. Very Melfest. They were like 90-95% done. So Lithuanians could choose like something completed to pick from. And we see everyone's bands now flashing. Camera getting a little bit more frantic. More shaky. I love this and this chaos, this energy, quick camera cuts. Everyone's in the right place, so they're hitting their marks, but not in a like goofy, forced way. They're just in the right place at the right time to get their time on camera. Yeah, beautiful LEDs as well. Crowd looking a little bit quiet. Really, really intense. Super, super, super unique. Like really one of the most unique entries this year. Just stood at an absolute mile. Okay, so firstly about the performance, I think this is wonderful. What a great addition to the final to have this different viewpoint, this different perspective. We had so few rock songs this year. We had Italy having a little bit of a rock feel, but that was more nostalgic, kind of 70s, 80s, 90s feel. This was more post-punk, I think it is. Yeah, this is like post-punk, but really like coming under that rock umbrella, we had so few songs, which is kind of sad because I really do like that unique point. I kind of also get it as well because rock songs just get so often paid dust when they show up to Eurovision. So I kind of see why some rock artists don't want to come, because other than Måneskin, generally they get underappreciated and, you know, no one wants to go to Eurovision and be embarrassed. So I hope that this is just a little bit of a blip and we're going to have more rock songs next year because I love that variety in the contest. I think this is our least rocky year in a really, really long time. Okay, shout out to the reorder board for doing these cool graphics. We're going to look at where they got their points from. And if we look at the jury scores, now this was crazy to me that this got such bad scoring from the jury. Latvia 7 points, UK 6, Poland 6, Czechia 5, Netherlands 4, San Marino 3, and Montenegro 3. So for such a song that is really reputable, really well performed, I think this is too low of a jury score. This should have a higher jury score than televote score, in my opinion. And this really comes down to a bit of luck, because if you have more rock people in the jury, the rock bands are going to get better scores, but often there's no real requirements for it. It's just a little bit of luck of which people have the broadcasters chosen this year. But it appears that there just were not that many rock aficionados in the jury this year, because this is so crazy low to get points from only 7 countries for such a wonderful performance and a very strong vocal performance as well. And not only was the vocal strong, it wasn't a very specific rock vocal like we had with Chris Harms from Lord of the Lost, where he was doing a dirty vocal and a clean vocal. This is a clean vocal throughout the whole thing. It's very aesthetically pleasing to listen to. So Even more shame that this did so poorly with the jury, only getting 34 points, an average rank of 16.1. Let's look at who else was close. Australia put this 11th, so did Italy. Slovenia put it 11th, Portugal 13th, Belgium 12th, Armenia 14th. So there were quite a few countries there where it was pretty close. Israel as well, coming 12th, Spain 15th. It was close to getting a couple more points, but I still think this is underrepresented by the jury. Greece putting it last and Malta putting it last. That's fine. I wouldn't really associate Greece or Malta with really loving rock music at all. They are countries who send only pop. Let's look at the televote scores, and we can see 12 from Ukraine, 10 from Latvia, 8 from the UK and Ireland, 6 from Poland, 6 from Georgia, 4 from Luxembourg, 4 from Norway, 2 from Denmark, 1 from Finland, and 1 from Estonia. So there's a mix there of diaspora countries, plus there's also countries who really appreciate rock, like Finland and Estonia. The 12 points from Ukraine is awesome. I can totally see Ukrainians really connecting with the song. Obviously, Ukrainians have a strong connection with Lithuania, but I can also see Ukrainian people appreciating this really unique viewpoint. Very real, very authentic. We see that a lot in Vidbeer every single year. So that totally makes sense to me. And then 10 points from Latvia. Lithuania and Latvia were so in sync this year. If you saw my semi-final 2 analysis video, Latvia and Lithuania gave the same points to pretty much all the same countries in almost the exact same order. That's just two countries who are harmonized and in sync. There's nothing fishy going on there at all. And then they both gave really good points to each other. Now, that doesn't happen every single year, often because Latvia doesn't really have very competitive entries, and they did have that this year. So it got 62 points from the public, average rank of 12.8, which gave it overall 96 points, which put it 16th. Let's have a look at their results in the last 5 years, and we can see Rube coming 8th, Monica Leo coming 14th, Monica Linkite coming 11th, Sylvester Belt coming 14th, and Katarsis coming 16th. So that is 5 top 16 finishes in a row, but all of them are between 8th and 16th. So Lithuania are excellent right now at qualifying into the final pretty safely. They came 6th in their semi-final, but then when they're going into the final, they're just in that middle cluster. Lithuania, the only country in the Baltic who hasn't won Eurovision yet. Estonia and Latvia have already won. We really want to see Lithuania get that first win. I believe that it would probably be held in Kaunas. That's what I'm being told, because there's an arena there that can hold up to 20,000 people. But yeah, Lithuania need to take that next step up to breaking into the top 7. Their best result ever was LT United in 2006, We Are the Winners, which is like quite a divisive song as well. I know there's lots of Lithuanians who like it and others who really don't like it because it does have like a cocky undertone to it, even though it's kind of like a humor song. But that's their best result ever, is a little bit like, is not like fully representative of what Lithuania's contributed to the contest. Their second best result was the Roop discotheque. I think the Roop on Fire 2020 would have been their best result ever. I think that would have come around 5th, which would have just gotten their best result ahead of LT United. So really sad that didn't happen. Some people say that they think that could have won. I don't think so. I think the fact that Discotheque came 8th, On Fire, I don't think was that much stronger song, and 2020 was very competitive. I think that 5th is my guess on where On Fire would have been. What do Lithuania need to do to not just qualify and come in that middle part, but start pushing towards the upper edges? So let's talk a little bit about what they could do next year. So their national final, Eurovision.lt, has had a real big revamp recently. I thought the staging this year was really excellent, but the song quality wasn't. For me, it was Katarsis and then nobody else. There was nobody else who I think could have qualified. I'm pretty sure. I did review all the songs and I don't remember any of the other ones. So no one that would have qualified purely on the merit of the song. Maybe there would have been another one who could have gotten the diaspora riled up, but nothing obvious in my opinion. It beggars the question, is it better to have a national final like Dora, where you have loads of really good quality songs, but no big ones stand out? Or is it better to have what Lithuania had in Eurovision.lt, where you've got one standout song and then the rest aren't going to qualify? Which would you rather have? I think head of delegations would rather have the one qualifiable song. I'm interested to know, what would you prefer? Which there's advantages and disadvantages to both, I think. But definitely something I'd like to see next year with Lithuania's more options. With the national final last year, because they only had one option, if Katarsis had been bad live or their staging had sucked, Lithuania would have been screwed. So the more viable options that you have lessens the risk if one of them flop when they get onto the stage. I think Lithuania are doing the right thing. They've sent songs in Lithuanian now for 3 of the last 4 years. Monica Linkite said Shuto Tuto, but the rest of the song, most of the song was in English. But 3 of the last 4, Smthngnw, Luktal, Tavo Akys, I think this is the right direction for Lithuania. Stay in Lithuanian. It gives it something special. Those songs came 14th, 14th, 16th. Maybe just needs a little bit more risk, a little bit more variation in the song and danger. I think there's someone in Lithuania who can win Eurovision for them. They just need to have something very dangerous and risky. But you know, I love that they're singing Lithuanian now, because prior to that, they hadn't sung in Lithuanian since 99, where they sang in Smthngnw, and then in 94, where they sang in Lithuanian. They had avoided the language for such a long time. It's nice that they are sending Lithuanian songs pretty much every single year now, and they've been accepted for that and gotten good results. What do they need to do, though, to take the next step up? But still, the Baltics are in a really strong period. You know, Estonia coming 2nd or 3rd, depending on your opinion this year. Latvia coming 13th, I think. Yeah, Latvia came 13th. So all of them in the top 16. One of the strongest regions in Eurovision this year. I really would love the contest to go back to the Baltics again. We haven't been there in over 20 years. Definitely feel like that region of Europe contributes so much to Eurovision. I really want it back. So I'm hoping that Lithuania can take that next step up. Maybe it's about getting a big name. Maybe they need a really big star. If you're Lithuanian, who is a big star, who's big enough or wow enough to get them that win? Or is it just about a song? Are there enough decent artists who just need a wow package? I don't know if they're going to win it with a rock song. It's like, you know, really, other than Måneskin, winning with a rock song is very, very, very difficult. But yeah, a pop song in Lithuanian with something wow in it. One thing I'll say is some of these songs are maybe a tiny bit repetitive. Like I will say, you know, Tavo Akys probably could have had a little bit more of a mix up in the end. Luktalk as well, I think, could have had a little bit more variation. Same with the Roop. So maybe something in the production of these songs could just be a little bit more Eurovision focused, more variation, crescendo at the end of the song. You know, Smthngnw didn't have a huge amount of variety either. So maybe that's something just in the songwriting that could be better for next year. Really hope that Lithuania do win the contest soon. I would love to go to Kaunas. I've never been to Lithuania. I really want to go, but I want to go there for Eurovision when they get their first win. Okay, that's what I thought about Lithuania in Eurovision 2025. What do you want to see from Lithuania next year in the national final? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Thank you to those who've been supporting me on PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to support the channel, leave your QR code here. I'll link in the description. And of course, thank you to all my wonderful patrons who are vital to the channel in the off season. Go check out my Patreon if you're a Eurovision fan. But thank you so much for being here. Hope to see you on another Eurovision analysis video very soon. Goodbye.